Madam Chair. And Dr. Resnick, can you describe for the committee your definition of a successful abortion?
Congressman, I am guessing that can you clarify your question a little bit for me?
Just your definition of a successful abortion.
When a patient seeks to terminate a pregnancy and comes to a doctor to seek to terminate that pregnancy, that is the outcome that patient is seeking.
Okay. And Dr. Verma, same question for you. Can you describe to the committee your definition of a successful abortion?
So for me, a successful abortion is, again, when someone seeks care, they tell me what their values are, I provide them with full counseling on all their options, they choose abortion, and they have that care provided to them in an evidence-based way with compassion.
Okay, thank you. And Dr. Guerrero, same question for you. Can you define for the committee your definition of a successful abortion?
I will not dignify that question with an answer.
You will not give me your definition of a successful abortion.
I will not dignify that question with an answer.
What is undignified about my question?
I think it's inflammatory, and that's all it's meant to do, and so I will not answer the question.
Professor Littman, same for you. What can you give me the definition of a successful abortion in your mind?
I am not a doctor or a medical expert, and so I would kindly refer the question back to Dr. Verma or Dr. Resnick or Dr. Guerrero.
Okay. And Dr. Francis, can you give me your...
May I answer? As someone who actually had a successful abortion?
I'm asking the questions. That's my floor. Dr. Francis.
Yes, so I would define a successful abortion actually by defining what is considered a failed abortion, and that would be when the baby is born alive. Because again, according to the Royal College of OBGYNs, the purpose of an abortion is to produce a dead fetus, and the act of the abortion should accomplish that. And again, this is part of information that women should know, that when they are undergoing an abortion, there is a possibility that their child could be born alive.
Okay. And Ms. Sherman, can you give me, the committee, your definition of a successful abortion?
Sure, it's Bracy Sherman, and a successful abortion is when someone gets the care that they need.
I haven't been here for the whole
and
hearing.
they walk out of the clinic or the care, if they're having their abortion at home, that they are safe and happy, and they feel the relief, which is what most people feel after their abortion. A successful abortion is when someone is no longer pregnant because they don't want to be. And I'd also like to say a successful abortion is also when a miscarriage is completed, because a miscarriage is also known medically as a spontaneous abortion.
Okay, thank you. And Dr. Francis, since the leak of the Dobbs decision in early May, it's estimated there's been nearly 60 reported acts of violence against crisis pregnancy centers across the nation. And I'd like to add that I've toured several of those over the years, and one that I recently toured up in the Kansas City area. The providers stopped my people, and they said, we can't believe this. And they said, what? And they said, well, there's a lot of politicians that give pro-life statements, but we've never had one visit yet. So, but anyway, for example, the Capitol Hill Crisis Pregnancy Center here just a few blocks away was recently vandalized. As an openly pro-life OBGYN, have your practice organization received threats or been harassed by pro-abortion advocates?
So I personally have not received any threats, but I do know many pregnancy care center directors who have now had to spend thousands of dollars of money that they've raised from donors to increase security because of this increased violence. And this should be something that I think those of us on both sides of this issue, on both sides of the aisle, should agree on, that violence is not how we handle disagreements in this country. One of the benefits of Roe being overturned is that now we can actually have robust discussions about this issue. And my hope and what our organization strives to do is to have respectful conversations.
And as far as a successful abortion, I think that I like Chris Rock's answer better than any, and that is a successful abortion is when only one person dies. I yield back.
I thank the gentleman. Chair now recognizes Ms. Rice, who is appearing remotely.